Good morning, everyone. My name is Veritas, and welcome back to Destiny. Now, today is Tuesday, reset day. That means all of your lockouts have been reset. There's a new featured raid, strikes have been rotated, Crucible has new playlists, and etc. Vendor roles have changed, things like that. Your featured Crucible playlist for the week is Mayhem Clash. An Age of Triumph treasure box awaits your first completion here, and 10 legendary marks for your first 3 as well, for a total of 30, and a treasure box as you play through that. Each of these down here new Crucible playlists have 15 marks available. I'm not entirely sure if it's, you play one and the all other ones lose it or whatnot. Control, Supremacy, Elimination, Salvage, and Rumble. So get your stuff for your record book done while these are in rotation this week. Clash is inactive, Rift's inactive, etc. So work on your record books while you have the availability to do so. Weekly Story playlist now has Ironclad and Airborne modifiers. Ironclad means more enemies have shields, and Airborne means you do more damage while in the air. 20 marks here, 5 times for your first stories you do, and an Age of Triumph treasure box as well for your first completion. Have fun with that. If you need legendary marks, I recommend the Story playlist. Moving into the Siva Crisis Heroic Strikes, your modifiers this week are Small Arms, Fresh Troops, and Airborne. Small Arms means your primary does 30% bonus damage, while your secondary and heavy do 30% reduced damage. Fresh Troops means that enemy troop movements have been enhanced with more things to kill, and Airborne means you do more damage while in the air. 10 marks here for your first 3 completions, and an Age of Triumph treasure box as well. Side note for Small Arms, there is no burn this week in either the Crisis Heroic or the Nightfall. This means that your primary, regardless of element, will do 30% bonus damage. Now, an Arc Hand Cannon is not going to do a lot of damage against the Solar Shield, but you do have a buff with Small Arms, so you're not losing anything. With any primary you choose, it will do more damage regardless, so have fun with that. Enjoy your Fatebringers, enjoy your Vision of Confluences, enjoy all of your primaries that you've gotten over the last few weeks, and the new ones in King's Fall. Moving into the Nightfall this week's Nightfall is the Abomination Heist, which is Year 2 Fogoth, or Year 3 Fogoth, whatever you want to say there. Modifiers are Berserk, Small Arms, Chaff, and Fresh Troops. Berserk means that enemies will not flinch even after massive damage. Small Arms means the same thing it did before. Chaff means you have no radar, which is a lot more crippling than you think it is. And Fresh Troops means the same as it did before as well. Have fun with that. The Loot Horde here, the Strike Horde for the Nightfall, can drop the Mongrel Ogre's Grass for the Hunter. That's its strike-specific loot if you're looking for that. Moving into the featured raid this week, we have King's Fall. Golgoroth Challenge, Oryx Challenge, and War Priest Challenge are all active this week. Enjoy those. Lots of ornaments for your collecting purposes. No changes have been made to any of the encounters as far as the internet has told me. It's just doing all the challenges while they're active throughout the raid. The raid has been brought up to 390 light as always. Raid set gear, unknown rewards, and Age of Triumph ornaments for your collections. Be mindful that Age of Triumph ornaments do not stack in your inventory past 10, and any excess after 10 do not get sent to your postmaster. I would suggest clearing all of your Age of Triumph ornaments out of your inventory before heading into the raid this week on every one of your characters, so either hide them in your vault or move them around using an app or something like Dim as you're going through it to be, just make sure that you don't overload on Age of Triumph ornaments. We're getting close to having too many ornaments actually this week coming around. I'm curious to see how many people will have by the end of this week. That being said, let's move into something else that's also this week. The Reef. Head to the Vestian Outpost and talk to Petrovenge. She will have some Taken War bounties for you if you completed the appropriate nonsense. While you're there, also go ahead and talk to Varix. He will have an Elder Sigil for you and some Prison of Elder bounties. Once you've collected all of that, head out to Orbit and you can go to the Challenge of the Elders. 390 Light, 42 Arena. This modifiers this week are Grenade Kill, Bonus Specialist, and Solar Burn. Grenade Kill bonus means your grenade kills will net you bonus points for your sigil. Specialist means your special weapon does 30% bonus damage while your primary and heavy do 30% reduced damage. And Solar Burn means that solar damage from all sources is doubled. Enjoy that. Legendary Engram on your first completion and 30 marks there for your first 3 completions in total. Moving into the tower this week, go ahead and talk to Lord Shax. He will have 2 bounties for you, I believe Supremacy and Control. are the featured for this week. Enjoy getting those done. Nightfall tier rewards there on your completions. While you're there, go ahead and talk to Commander Zavala. He will have 3 weekly Vanguard Elite bounties, the sunrise of which can net you the Year 3 Icebreaker Exotic Sniper Rifle. Have fun with that. Good luck there. Last things last, let's head to Earth, go to the Fellwinter Peak, the Iron Temple, and talk about what you can get here quest-wise, bounty-wise, and open our Age of Triumph treasure boxes. As always, I will see you in the Iron Temple in a short second. Here we are in Fellwinter Peak, Old Russia Earth. Go ahead and talk to Shiro 4, the best character in the game. Fight me. At me on Twitter, bro, about Shiro 4. New quest here, accept the quest, This Corrupted Land. This will net you a lot of stuff if you actually complete it. A couple thousand reputation, actually. I believe it's 1,000 Vanguard rep and then the associated amount for your faction, depending on where you have your class item assigned to with your reputation. Finishing the Nightfall before all that also nets you the 25% bonus reputation there. Iron Lord bounties this week, arc damage against Fallen, killing Fallen Mages and Ultras, defeating Fallen, and an Archon's Forge for Shanks. So I'd grab these first 3 as they are very easily completed. Have fun, enjoy those. Free 115 or 1,500 rep there, and even more when using the Nightfall buff. I believe these each net about 630 something reputation with the Nightfall buff, so I recommend picking that up if you hadn't done so already. So grab those, enjoy that stuff and things. Alright, let's head up to talk to Tyra Karn. She will be up here. She is the Archivist or the Cryptarch. She will have a quest for you as well as some special artifacts. As always, she will have some special artifacts. I'm going to go ahead and check the rolls real quick as we get into this. Going to pop up a Shaxx of Steam again because crippling depression comes back every day. Alright, let's go ahead and see what her quest is. Her quest is called Artifacts, the Iron Lords. It is to perform noble deeds while in the Plague Lands. That essentially boils down to killing a lot of Fallen while in the Plague Lands. So running through Archon's Forge for a few minutes will be a good thing there. And that will net you an Iron Lord Legacy token. That token, if you're wondering what that's used for, can be used to buy Iron Lord artifacts. This week we have Memory of Scory, Radagast, and Gellion. I personally recommend the Memory of Gellion. It is an 87% stat roll. Not the best one this week in terms of stats, but it is very useful for things like the Crucible when aiming down sights in your primary weapon. Very good to have that radar continue while you're aiming down sights. Memory of Scory this week is a 91% stat roll, so the best one out of the 3 in terms of stats, but in terms of what its usefulness is, it's pretty bad now, especially after the nerf. Thanks, PvP. Love you, buddy. Alright, the Memory of Radagast is an 84% stat roll, the worst one this week by process of elimination. Also has the worst effect based on the 3 available this week for reflecting energy-based nonsense with swords. I wouldn't pick it up. If you're going to buy anything, get the Memory of Gellion. It's very useful for PvP. Memory of Scory, less useful thanks to Trials. Alright, now the most fun part of the video where we go through and open these 3 Age of Triumph treasure boxes. It's my favorite part of the video because this is when I get new stuff. We're looking for anything over here except probably we do not want the helmet and we do not want the chrono shot as we have both of these already. Anything else is a welcome addition to our inventory. Anything over here in the guaranteed is something we already have and we don't really necessarily want because we can buy it from the kiosk. I refuse to spend silver dust though, so my chances are forever the biggest loot pool possible every single time I open it because I like making everything more difficult for myself. So let's go ahead and open the first one here. Hopefully we get some armor. It'd be nice to get the armor, the shaders, things like that. Monster Dance, I believe I already have that. I'm not entirely sure why it gave me one of those. Let's go ahead and open an Age of Triumph box. Here we go, number 2. Let's see what we get out of that. We got the Addendum. That is a Last Word ornament. I believe it's a good-looking one, too. Decent there. Have fun with that. I will not. And the last thing, we got the Order Theory. Some Chroma, Silver Dust, and the Order Theory. So the Order Theory is one of the cooler-looking ships, one of the 2 that are in the boxes. This is, I mentioned this in the Age of Triumph overview video I did a few weeks back. This is an old model that was never made into the game, and now it's available in an awful color scheme, but I might actually use it because it's new and pretty, and I kind of like it. And then we have the Monster Dance, which is something like this. Oh, it's the meow, meow dance. It's the one that Cat wanted to buy this because it looked like a little cat doing a little meow thing whenever he puts his hands down. I was thinking about buying this, actually. I'm kind of glad that it, eventually popped up. Thanks, Year 1 Festival of the Lost, for returning to my thoughts in the worst possible time. Anyway, that's going to be it for me for this week. I hope you guys enjoy. I believe Iron Banner goes live today. I think it's 11th through the 18th. So when that goes live, expect a video covering the information available for that. Lady Efferty will be here. In fact, I'm pretty sure Iron Banner goes live today later. This video will go out first, and then Iron Banner should come up after that. And then later in the day, we will have a Dark Souls 3 The Ring City DLC video, co-op nonsense if you so choose to watch that. Links in the description for all the playlists that I'm doing currently, solo and co-op. Links in the description for Twitter and Twitch if you want to follow me on those associated websites for things that I do also outside of YouTube. And other than that, I will see you guys in the next video for Iron Banner, and I will see you especially on Friday for the Xur video, as Xur has new stuff now. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys got what you wanted from your Age of Triumph boxes. I know I didn't. So, that's going to be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, I very much appreciate it. And as always, until next time, I will be fucked again because the Age of Triumph boxes are so full of shit that I can't get what I want, and I refuse to make the loot pool smaller by buying shit with silver dust, and I'm making myself angry again. Blame Seba. Always blame Seba.